Hello and welcome to the screencast. So I thought I'd show you my latest project I've been working on over the last 1.5 days. Uh, it's called Fluff JS, and it will be at some point in the future be be a JavaScript game engine which uses OpenGL. Yeah, so let's take a look. Okay, so you can see it's drawing some shapes. There are some events being triggered. Okay. Yeah, okay, so far so good. Well, what is this thing doing? Okay, you can see here we've got a couple of callbacks and some event handlers down here. Okay, you've got your onload callback, which fires when the hosting starts, on update fires each frame, and on draw each time screen gets drawn. So yeah, you've got a delta time here and other stuff, and it's just drawing 100 rectangles, triangles, and circles. Clears the screen and does some random translate and pushes and pops the OpenGL metric stack. So far so good. Well, before we get to the code, let's take a look at the performance of this thing. Oh, that is okay. 6% CPU. I guess that's fairly good for 300 shapes at 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second. Yeah, huh? And 4 times full screen anti-aliasing. So yeah, that's fairly fast. So back to the codes. Let's see. Okay, what does this thing do? Well, it sets up tons of create stuff. Down here. Okay, it starts the whole program, resets all the state, then creates the create scope, persistent context, and so on and so on and so on. Sets up the JavaScript side of things, loads the game, calls the onload function, and runs the game loop. Let's take a look at the load game function. Well, okay, this needs a bit of cleanup because that's not was a function right now. Well, what it does is it calls execute script, which calls load script, which basically opens the file, wraps it with some stuff here, anonymous closure, stuff thingy, and yeah, a bit like common.js. Trailing white space isn't that good. And yeah, that executes the script, catches errors, handles exceptions, and so on. And after that, it calls the onload callback, which then sets our graphics mode, which is somewhere in here. Here it is. Okay, this sets the mode, which jumps over to this file, and after that the game loop is run. Gets one. Yeah, you can see event handling. That's fairly, uninteresting stuff here. Yeah, some socket handling. Sockets don't work that well right now. Well, basically you can connect and disconnect them. Well, actually you only can connect them from the JavaScript side of things. But I'm working on that. Yeah, so you will be able to create sockets, web sockets, and then connect to your Node.js servers and do cool multiplayer games and all that goodness. Yeah, so that's all for now. As I said, I've only been working on this for like 1.5 days, so it's not that big of a project right now. It's only like 10 files or so, but it's working. And after I finally get this screencast done, because recording screencasts on Linux isn't that easy apparently. I spent like 3 hours now recording this 5-minute screencast. After that I'm going to continue to work on this and build in some socket goodness and alpha blending and other stuff. Yeah. So if you want to follow me because you're a C++ guru and tell me about all those memory leaks, leave me a comment, check it out, and check it out over at the GitHubs, github.com/bonsai/fluff.js. And if you want to contribute to the project, of course you can do that too. Just fork it. I'll happily accept pull requests, so I don't have to write more awful C++ code, because I'm not a big fan of C++, although I got this up and running fairly quickly. Wait, it's a bitch. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the repository. Try to get this thing compiled. I can't make any promises that this will ever work on Windows. I'm fairly certain that it will be trivial to get it to run under Mac OS X, but yeah, Windows, I don't know. Give it a try. Leave me a comment. Leave me a message. I don't know. So, yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the screencast. See ya.